Welcome. You would have seen me make these sector arms in the last two videos, and I was wondering how I was going to get some friction on it so that it doesn't fall down or move as you busy rotating the crank arm, or whether you're busy machining. And I was doing a couple of castings, and I've broken down the old pull motor, and just so happened to get a spring washer that basically is exactly what I needed for this project. It's nice and thin, and it gives quite a lot of force to it. So once I've got a circlip mounted in here, it sits nice and tight. So now in this video, it's only going to be a short video. I need to make a spindle adapter for it, because usually on your spin indexes or rotary or indexing heads, there's three different machines or tools. Each one's got a specific name now. This is basically just a conversion, but anyway, the spindles on those spin indexes usually have two flats on it on the side, so that the crank arm on the side can adjust in and out. But in this case, mine is just a round spindle with a key in it. So now I need to make an adapter that will fit over here and have two flats on it and a keyway. So yeah, it's a small little thing, but it can become quite an issue if you need to adapt it to a correct type of what's his name, spindle that you need, which will accommodate that crank arm. Now I've cast the crank arm, and as you can see, it's not very thick. Now you don't want this thing too bulky. It's gonna look odd. This thing's already big as it is. So I need to make one out of the adapter out of steel, and because it's going to be very thin, especially around the two sides here where the flats are going to be. Now this, I believe I've cast it to 20 millimeters, so I need to work it so that it will fit in here and on here. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this build. There's a little bit of massaging that I need to do here. Okay, I found a perfect piece of rod for my build here. It's got a OD of 18.75 millimeters, so I can take it down to 18, and then drill it, cut the flats, cut the keyway, and cut it to length. Okay, you would have seen the hole wobble in the center. Now I'm going to drill it out of the end mill, and that will correct the hole. It will recenter it. Now the reason why I'm doing that is I don't have a boring bar small enough to cut this inside board. These grooving tools leave a very nice finish when you part. So all I need to do is just to do light chamfer on the inside and outside. That should do. I made my collet block extra tall for the purpose of using it in this machine specifically, so that I can bring my parts closer to the spindle. Now I've already done my alignment here. 12mm goes into the 12mm hole. So now I need to cut the two flats, and then the slot for it, the key that's on the shaft. What I've done is I wanted a the gap or the width of the flats to be 14 millimeters. So on a DRO I've moved over 13 millimeters to each side, which is half the diameter of the bushing or the adapter, plus half the diameter of the end mill, which was a 12 mil end mill. So it's 6 plus 8 minus 2 millimeters. That gave me a value of 13 millimeters, which I've moved over. And I got it reasonably close. Yeah, now I just need to flip it around and then cut over the 4 millimeter end mill a slot in the bottom around 11 millimeters deep. That will be for the keyway. I'm using a 1 to 3 block and a rule to align it with the edge of the collet block. It moved on me, so I need to fix it. Okay, I've got a square, so I'm ready to cut. Oh, with this adapter installed now I can focus on my crank, because now I've got two flats and I can make the crank work. So this bolt is as I said in the beginning when I was doing the indexing plates, is that this whole bolt is just winging it, and I'm taking it one problem at a time, solving problems as I go along. So yeah, it's a very simple project. Now I know this key is open, and it doesn't matter. For the simple fact is the amount of force that you put on the spindle on the rotary table is very, very minimal. So chances of this ever bending is next to zero, basically impossible. So this being open-ended doesn't really bother me that much. I wasn't going to grind a special tool to cut the keyway in this adapter here. So with it being open, it's perfectly fine. Now this key, I'm not worried that it will fall out because this thing, you struggle to get it out. It's in there very tightly. So yeah, simple build, something that doesn't take too much of figuring out. Nice and enjoyable build. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.